Hello everyone, my name is Ling Ho Guan. Today I will be presenting my poster presentation. The topic of my final year research project is RF measurement and exposure assessment of cell tower radiation, case study in compounds of schools. So moving on to the introduction. The number of mobile phone users is increasing these days, and this phenomenon is causing an increasing in the number of mobile base station installation. In transmitting and receiving signals, communication equipment employs radio frequency, which generates electromagnetic field waves containing non-ionizing radiation. The growing number of mobile base stations at the school compound raises worries and a sense of insecurity among students and staff that are working and studying near the base station. This is due to the electromagnetic field radiation, which has been linked to the health problems. The objective of this final year research project is to measure the density of E-field strength of the cell tower that are located inside school compound. Another objective is to perform an exposure assessment on the cell tower radiation. Moving on to the literature review, for the safety compliance level, the targeted frequency will be selected as 2.4 GHz. As you can see at the table below, shows the maximum exposure level of electric field strength. There are 4 institutions being chosen, which are IEEE, ICNIRP, Federal Register, and MCMC. The limits are set based on average exposure time of 30 minutes. There are some different methods being done by other researchers. For example, the usage of an EMF SPI 200 body-borne exposimeter. This device was being carried by the staff and students to make measurements when they are in school. Another example is taking the measurements at the most crowded area inside the school compound. Moving on to the methodology. The flow of my project planning is shown in this flow chart, starting with literature review, location selection, RF measurement, exposure assessment, and result validation. The cell tower located in Kuching area are mostly built by the company Sakova. The targeted tower will be monopole antenna or monopole 3 antenna. The height of the tower can be vary from 24 to 45 meters. All the detail can be found in the Sakova website. So moving on to the specification for selecting school. There are 2 main components to be considered, which are the school must be located in Kuching and there must be a tower located inside the school compound. From the consideration, 10 schools were selected, which are SMK Jalan Arang, SMK Tung Abang Haji Openg, SMK Padongang, SJK Pintawa, SK St. Andrew, SMK Bandar Kuching. Number 2, SK Jita, SMK Green Road, SK Tabuan Jaya, SMK Tabuan Jaya. For the methods, 2 devices and 1 tripod stand will be used to carry out the measurement. The IS Pro IM195 will be held by the tripod stand to ensure the distance between the ground and the device will be consistent to 1.5 meters. The data will be collected several times at different angles in a fixed radius from 5 meters to 30 meters. The distance can be measured by using the laser meter. Moving on to the result and discussion. The results were created by MATLAB, and the data used in the results are all arbitrary data. The center area in the figures 1 and 2 is where the tower located. The scale of the contour plot is from 0 to 1 for both results, where 1 you can consider it as the maximum exposure level, which is 61 volt per meter. From figure 1, there are some spikes can be seen at 0 to 60 degrees. This result was created to match the real-life phenomenon. While in the figure 2, not every angle is plotted, only a section was plotted because the area outside of the school compound was not considered. So for my future work, I will be starting to gather the data from the selected school, and I will validate the collected data and then process it and present it using MATLAB. In conclusion, the aim of my final year research project is to determine the exposure level of students and staff when they are in schools. I do hope my final year research project can help the public to raise awareness of the cell tower radiation. Thank you. That's all for my presentation.